Welcome back, boys. It's your girl Blue, and I am here on some Animal Crossing today. I do not have Snivy with me, unfortunately, but I'm very excited. I've been playing Animal Crossing's New Horizons ever since it came out, and I only just recently finally finished my first island. And as a way to kind of remember it, I thought about, hey, I can just record a thorough walkthrough and then post it on the Fridays Are for the Boys channel, and then that way I can tear it all down and start a new island, and then eventually have that as a tour as well. So, I will start here. This is the airport, so if you were visiting an island in Animal Crossing, you would start here, and we'll go forth. So, when you first walk in, this is the neighborhood. There's a couple houses here to the left, and I've decorated all of their yards. The yards are all the same size. I just kind of placed the houses differently, and so it's kind of fun to see the unique yards. Like this one's got a pool and stuff. I think this is Piper's house, and she's got a little private beachfront here. This is really pretty when it's like dusk out too, so the fire glows. Just this cute little spot. I think I was inspired on Pinterest for that build, to be quite honest. Next we have Phoebe's yard, little gnome. This is Pearl. I love her. The cats are super hard to find, so I was so happy when I found her. This is Puddles. She's got a little pond because she's this little frog, and she's got this froggy friend. This is Pearl's house, I believe. I like the little cat grass on the table here. Little touch. I'm gonna skip that just for now, and this is Igly's house, and he's of course a jock, so he's got to have all of his like workout equipment. And so that's just the first strip. In between them, I have a little outdoor venue, so there's instruments and you can sit and like listen to the music, I suppose. And then of course this is Nook's Cranny with just little spots to sit. And then I think I'll come back to the beach later. Oh, I meant to pick that up. Excuse me. And then, yeah, if you went right from Nook's Cranny, this is another of my characters' houses, which I will tour all the houses last, I think. But if you round up here, I have this little rock garden out front of the carnival. This also looks really nice when it's darker out because everything lights up. But I actually really like this build. I think it's super cute. It's kind of like supposed to feel like a boardwalk right on the river. I like it. I think this is definitely one of my favorites. And the rock garden. This is such a difficult thing to do, but since I waited till the island was pretty much full, it wasn't too bad to get the rocks to spawn there. Alright, and then next to Nook's Cranny is the resident service building, and it's just right in this, it's pretty much center in my island, which is pretty nice. And I got special blue flowers, of course, to go all around it. And then I have this little outdoor post office with a couple of my characters' mailboxes, and there's packages, and I don't know, I think it's really cute. And then if you had gone straight back down, you'd be back at the airport. And there's this little tiny spot to sit and grab a snack when you're visiting. Over here to the left is the museum. Nothing too crazy going on with this build, at least out in the front. I did put some things back here though. This is kind of like a little research spot, I suppose. So there's the microscope and different things that maybe Blathers is checking out. And then I walked by Abel's sisters. Thought it was kind of cool to incorporate some things outside to kind of make it feel like a little bit bigger of a property. Let's see, let's go up here. So we have Blue Cafe, of course named after me. And you can get coffee and tea, and you can just hang out up here, just this tiny little spot. And you can even come over here and sit in that chair and just relax. And then this is also one of my favorite builds. This is Star Falls. You come down here, it's a sunken waterfall. It's not a very large build because I had very little space to work with. But why it's called Star Falls is you'll notice there's these little star fragments that are laying all over the place. And if you come back here, there's this little secret hop spot. And there is an asteroid and all the different star pieces that fall down into this little valley. My kind of headcanon is that this asteroid fell and like created this valley, and then all the little star pieces fell with it. I don't know, I thought it was kind of cool. But yeah, the sunken waterfall and collecting all the star bits and everything I think made for a really cool build. And then this also leads up to the campsite, which is just up here. Just this little spot. And there's actually, ironically, an animal staying here, and I kind of want to see who it is. And it's... I'm very curious. And it is a ninja chicken. Alright, bye-bye. Definitely don't need him on my island. I already know what my next theme is gonna be. I think I'm just gonna keep it a surprise for now. But yeah, definitely don't need ninja chickens on that next island. Alright, I kind of want to go back because there is another half of the neighborhood that I skipped over. And I would like to do all of the neighborhood at once. So if you go back behind resident services, you actually get to my house. This character, I named him Blue after me. And so this is Blue's house. So he has this special kind of mountaintop yard, and I got all the blue flowers, of course, planted up here and little mini water features. And again, I'll show off the houses, the player houses at the end. Just gonna continue around here. And then if we cross the bridge, we get to the rest of the neighborhood. So this is Grizzly's home, and he's got a little dog over there. And this is Jeremiah's home. Again, he's a frog, so he's got his own little pond. And then this is Eric's yard, I believe. And here is a little playground. I love the custom design of the little heart, like tracing the sand. I thought that was so cute. And then this is just a cute little outdoor like, snack area. And you can come sit and have a picnic. Pretty cute. And then if you come down here, there's another branch I missed, excuse me. There is the fountain and a park clock. And there's just some public beach access over here. And it's kind of fenced off because if you come down this way, this becomes part of a resort. So my other player, named Amber, I have it to where her house is actually a resort, and so this is part of her property. There's a little shop where you can buy swimming gear and fishing gear, and then all the touristy things like touristy clothes, and I believe there's like, my little thing just disappeared, but there's like cool little items that you can purchase if like you were traveling. There's an outdoor ice cream bar. I love these lamps. I think they're so cute. And then the beach front. This is all of the resort's property. It just wraps all the way around. There's a big bonfire going on. And a lighthouse. And then just this little kind of quiet corner over here, which is pretty cool. And then if you go this way, across this diagonal bridge, then you are actually at Amber's resort. So this is her house, and then the rest of the resort property is this beachfront. And this was another build that I saw on Pinterest, I believe, that I thought was cool to use these like storefronts and just double them up so they look like little tiny shacks. You can go surfing or hammocking. Yeah, just this cute little beachfront. And then, actually, let's go this way. We'll finish this side of the beach. Or actually, no, I lied. I can't finish this side of the beach yet because I want to show off the other side first. But we can go this way still. Because up here leads to an outdoor Japanese inspired restaurant. So this is where you would come to sit and wait for your table. And then up top we've got these cool statues of the stone lion and the pagoda, which is pretty cool. You would wait here for your table, and then this is the actual restaurant. So you can sit and have tea, or you can have all kinds of food. You can sit at the bar. These are all the fishies that get turned into sushi. There's a full kitchen back here. This was like one of the first larger builds that I actually worked on. I think it turned out pretty cool. And you can even come up here, and it's a little like Zen spot, I like to think of it as, so you can just hang out up here and it's peaceful. Ring the gong, you know. Let's see, which way do I want to go? I think let's go back this way. And then here is the garden. You cross the bridge. There's this cool little waterfall, more statues above it. And you can walk through this little rose garden. And then once you leave, there is this little shortcut. So if you come back down here, you're just back in the neighborhood and there's just this little guy chilling out here. And then this back half of my island is kind of supposed to be like the wilds in a way. So there's lots of cool like foliage and plant life going on. It's obviously very cluttered on the floor. I want it to feel like it's really lush and just unkept. So you can come up here as well. And same thing, it just continues to be a lush kind of forest. There's a random patch of desert. Pokeballs hidden there. And it just walks all the way through back to the little Zen spot. And if you noticed in the background on those rocks, there are things back down there as well. And there's actually, for those of you who visit the Dream Address later, you can see right here behind me, there's a hidden ladder. So you can actually come down here and visit these places. And it's kind of hard to find, but I tried to mark it with, I think, like stone pathway, so you'll hear it when your character walks on the stone. But there's another ladder, so you can get down to these little secret spots. So this is somebody's like secret fishing spot. And then if I can find the way back up, you come down further. On the last rock, here's somebody's little hidden painting spot. So just little hidden things. I think that's kind of cool to do. I don't see very many people actually decorate the far back rocks because, I mean, it's difficult to see them and get to them, so I wanted to make a point to do that. And if we head back, I can run through here. And this is to the secret beach. Again, another ladder to get down. And it's just this kind of pretty hangout spot, so when Red visits, you would be able to still board his boat, but you can also sit here and it looks cute. And then if you come back here, this final rock is this little mini spa. So it's a little hard to see without using the camera, but I can probably get that out real quick. I don't know how to show it off. There we go. So you can see that you can like sit and be in the hot tub and that kind of stuff. I love this statue with the wings too. I don't remember what that one's called necessarily, but I think that looks really pretty. Especially if you like do this view. I think that's kind of cool. There's really nothing up here. I'll show you just for the sake of it, but I just needed to basically fill this space around the top of the waterfall, but I wish I had a little more room here to do something cool, but I really don't. That's all that is. I technically still needed to access the top of the waterfall to catch like certain fish to finish the museum and stuff. Alright, so coming down this way, we are now in the farmland. So this is Bruce's house, and he is a florist, but also has a horse stable. And this is like a little outdoor flower shop, so you've got your little starts right here. You can buy like different plants. And then this is one of my pride and joys. This is my hybrid flower farm. I will admit that I could not breed every single of these hybrid colors. A couple of the flowers I actually had to go on Reddit and ask people for help, and by the grace of God, they were very friendly and were able to gift me just the few that I was unable to get on my own. But yeah, you can collect honey from the beehives, and there are all of the hybrid flowers. Like, technically, I'm missing a couple of the rose colors, but they're like the hardest flowers to get the hybrids of, so we're just not going to worry about that. And then here is the pumpkin and sugarcane field. And Sky is here. This is Sky's house, and she is running a little farmer's market, so there's some canned goodies here. And she also has the fruit orchard. My orchard is very small. It's another thing I wish I had more room for a bigger orchard, but I have enough for one of each fruit, which I thought was plenty. She's got a little work spot. And then there's pumpkins and fruit back here. Just this little buddy hanging out. And then up top is in my other player. Her name is Bronwyn, and she also is helping out with the farmer's market. I meant to dig up everything, but I'm realizing I'm missing some, so again, I tried to like run over the whole island to make sure it was ready for the store, and then I'm proceeding to then find things that I missed, but oh well. Down here is continuing the farm, so this is the main farm with the rest of the veggies. Whoa, that blue bug looks new. I'm gonna catch that just in case. I don't think I've ever seen that. Let's see if I'm wrong. It will tell me if it's new. Come on. Yeah. Ooh, that was new. Perfect. I don't know how to say any of that, so you can just pretend I said it. Anyway, cool. I've never seen that before. Yeah, so this is the rest of the farm. There is a windmill here, you know, for effect. And then if you go up this slope, this is back to the campsite. So that is how it connects. And then this is my wheat field. This alone makes my game super laggy. Like, running through here, just back and forth, is such a pain. But I absolutely love this wheat field. It's amazing. I mean, look at it. There's this little hay bale, so you can, like, just lay out in the hay and enjoy a nice summery day. But yeah, I love this. I think it looks super cool. I love that you could just run through this, and it's like all a placeable item too, which is funny. And then of course there's the, I think it's a winnowing machine? I don't know, but it, you know, processes the wheat or whatever. Thought it was kind of a nice touch to add in there. And then this is the left side of the museum. So this is how you would get to the farm. Let's cross this bridge and head up. But here is a fish market. So I have stalls with all the different fish and the fillets. There's some canned goodies and fresh fish that have been caught. A scale and some canned anchovies, perhaps. And then this is like a little processing corner, so there's somebody out here sitting on their stool and fishing, and then This is like the literal process of the fresh carp. And then it's on the cutting board and then the fillets. I don't know. I thought this was hilarious. And by the way, it took me forever to get the crafting recipe to make the carp on the cutting board. I had to go to Reddit for help for that because I could not get it. But then this is technically just public beach access. So there is this whole side of the beach where people can just come out and sit and enjoy the ocean. I love this pineapple umbrella. That's just a little side note. You can play some volleyball. And it just wraps all the way down. Here's the little lifeguard chair. And of course we need an island head thing. And then I did decorate the pier a little bit. So again, just another little fishing spot. You can say hello to Captain while you're out here. And the public beach also has this tiki bar. So you can sit and have a smoothie. There's a little porta potty hidden back here behind the palm trees. And you just come back around here and then you are right back at the neighborhood. So I believe I just have to show the back halves of the beaches because these beaches mirror each other. So to think about it, I don't think I gave a canon name for these beaches. I think I'm gonna call this side Couples Beach because essentially I want it to be like a date spot is what I was thinking. So you can see there's like there's petals that are leading the way, and it's just this little pretty walk back here. And then eventually you could get out to this side, and we've got an outdoor spa and a picnic and a little camping spot. And then obviously you can see that there is a ring box. So this is like where you would go on your date and maybe propose to somebody out here. I think it's just super cute, super sweet. And then there's also this little mini water statue feature. I think this is called the Beautiful Statue. And then also take note of the red roses. I can't entirely remember off the top of my head what the colors of roses stand for. I know for sure the red rose is like for love or something like that. So I did that on purpose. This is supposed to be like the lover's spot, but this is Couples Beach. And then I'll run over to the other half. Okay, welcome back. So then this is Lover's Beach. And this is a wedding venue. So now we have the white roses, and again, I can't remember off the top of my head what they stood for, but I know I looked it up and it made sense to go with the wedding side, is all I remember. But this is technically the reception first, so you can sit out here right on the water, have your cake, you walk through the gazebo, and then you have I don't remember what the statue is called, but the woman is on the other side, so now the man is on this side, which I thought was a cool touch. And then this is the actual wedding venue, right here on the rock. So all the petals have been thrown, and there's the piano, and the rings are on the pillow, and then your guests can sit here. I think this is really pretty. I love the pink and blue like combo. I think it looks super cute. So that, I believe, is everything on the actual island. So the only things I want to show off last would be all of my players' houses. I have 4 players on this island, and I wanted all of them to have somewhat unique homes and like actually be integrated. So like I said, Amber has the resort. Blue is just a normal house, which we're going to go through right now since I am playing as this character currently. But I'll switch to the others so you can see what they all look like too, and then go through their houses. So, Blue and Amber, technically all 4 of my players, are based on original characters of mine. And those characters, Blue and Amber, are technically married, so I've designed their house as if they are married and live together. So this is the main living room. So there's the couch and seating area and their pet dog. Oops, I did not mean to go back there. And then this is supposed to be like Amber's little crafting spot. So she's writing and painting and got all kinds of stuff back here. And this is just her little corner. Here's a star piece from Star Falls. And then let's go this side. Over here is the game room. So we've got Blue's gaming setup in this corner. And the workstation, because in this game you have to be able to craft stuff, so I had to include that. But then they have a board game corner and darts, so when they have friends over they can play games. And then Blue and Amber's bedroom is back here. And this is their bedroom. Just kind of simple. I love the wallpaper though, of like the forest. I think that's really cool. Yeah, just a simple bedroom. I love the little pet frog, and of course I need the frog, he's so cute. And then the bathroom is this side. So I used partition walls in this room to kind of break it up a bit more, but we've got the shower, and then of course the tub, and trying not to make you guys dizzy when I like spin around, but then there's the sinks on this side, and in here is the laundry room. So, and kind of like a walk-in closet. Yeah, I love the partition walls in this version. It's really cool that you can like make mini rooms, but at the same time it's like difficult to then show off the rooms because they hide so many things. But that is the bathroom. Upstairs is the kitchen. So this is their little dining room. And then the kitchen counter. Oh, and I forgot to mention too that Blue and Amber are supposed to have a uh, son, a little boy. So I have his little homework stuff out on the table, which I thought was really cute. And then the rest of the kitchen back here. And then I will run down to the basement. The basement is where the kids' room is, and then I think it's just another little, like, reading nook. Pet hamster. Here's the little reading corner, just with a couple bookshelves, and then inside here is their son's room. So he's just got a ton of toys. I kind of wanted it to be like he is obsessed with teddy bears, and so he's just got this massive teddy bear. And then his little bed back here. But yep, this is his room. I think it's cute. Again, the partition walls make it really difficult to like see this room as a whole, but you get the idea of it. Alright, so that was Blue's house. I will just quickly switch characters and meet you at their respective houses. I think I'll do Amber next so I can show off the resort, since I've been talking about her this whole time. So I will catch you in just a little bit. Welcome back. I am now Amber, and I will give you a tour of her resort. Let's head inside. Alright, so this is the initial entryway where you can be at the front desk and get your room key. She's got this cool aquarium back here with a Gigas clam and a couple fishies. And then there's the little like laundry room if you need to do your laundry while you're here. And then again, the partition walls are kind of hard to see around, but a little tiny sitting spot and fireplace. So the way I did the rooms is that there's a theme for each one and it's marked above the door what they are. So we're going to start here. This is the captain's quarters. So here it is. Just this cute little room, kind of like you're on the water. Very bright, kind of like fish themed a little bit. Yeah, just kind of cute like that. I like this room. I think it looks really inviting and relaxing, like you're on a beach somewhere. Second room back here is the Siren's Den. This room is supposed to be dark and moody, but also very elegant. I have all of this. I don't remember if it's called elegant furniture, but this like whole furniture set is like one of the more expensive sets. So this room is quite valuable, and of course the chandelier as well adds to its value, but went for obviously a dark black and green theme with some like gold as a accent for the Siren's Den. And then last but not least is the mermaid room. Did not have a fancy name for that, I just realized, but you know, Mermaid Cove, there we go. So this is a room that feels like you're underwater, of course. It's pretty obvious, I'd say, and it is filled with all of the mermaid furniture set, which also took quite a while to acquire. Very pink, very pink. All right, downstairs is the pool room. If you come down here, there is of course, the main pool, and then a hot tub. And then in the back is like a little shower stall and toilet for when you're enjoying your time down here. Again, the partition walls are hard to see over, but there is a shower head back there and little shell stool to sit on. Upstairs is a little tiki bar. Now, it just occurred to me that I was supposed to try to get a radio to put right here, and I totally forgot that I didn't ever acquire one, but that's okay. I will still count this as done, because it basically is. I actually love this build. I don't know, it feels very loud with all the different patterns and colors, but at the same time, I love it. This actually feels like you're traveling somewhere tropical. I think I like it most for this little bar section. It looks like you can walk right out onto the beach, or you can just sit here in the open air, like bar, and have your goodies. Then there's this little seating area. And then, of course, down here is another little bar where you can sit and have your snacks. And you can get back here and then be manning all of the machinery if my character would stop sidestepping there. Little desserts and frosties and shaved ice. But yeah, I love the tiki bar. I think this is very cute. Probably one of my favorite rooms in her house. All right, that is the end of Amber's tour. I will meet you when we are at Clark's house. Alrighty, I am back, and this is Clark. He lives right next to Nook's Cranny, and he owns a little pizzeria slash bar. So, of course, he's got this little outdoor seating spot with the different pizza, and you can already see some of the drinks. Let's head inside. Alright, so this is the main bar, and I think I called it Dragon's Keep is the name of his bar, because he's kind of supposed to be half dragon, if you can't tell by the wings and the horns. But anyway, so this is the bar. I kind of try to make it look very industrial, which is kind of cool with like the walls and stuff. But this is the main bar with the little TVs, and it's kind of hard to see because I can't angle the camera up. There's like the different supplies up on the wall there. Some spots to sit and eat your pizzas. But yeah, I love this. I love this build so much. I think it looks really nice. That's just me personally, though. You can hate it if you want. Let's see. Back here is the lava lounge. So this is where you would like just bring your drinks and hang out and play games and visit with people. Here it is, lava lounge. So again, kind of simple, but you can just sit and, you know, share your beers with your friends and play darts and foosball and have a good time back here with the lava floor. Kind of cool. I just realized the lava actually splashes when you walk in it. I didn't even realize that. Anyway. And then if we head this way, this is the pizzeria side. So it goes from like cool bar aesthetic to then just like pizzeria. It is kind of funny to me, but this is a little pizzeria. It's got little like claw machine and pinball machine. You can sit and have your pizzas. This is where you would like pick up your pizzas. So I imagine these are like ready to be weighted to the tables, or maybe they're pickup orders. I don't know, but you can get into the kitchen as well, so then you can be cooking pizza. But yeah, I like this. It's kind of like just a supposed to feel like a little diner, pizzeria diner. I don't know. And then if you head straight over here, this is the bathroom. Unfortunately, there are no stall doors, so you just have to, you know, might be a little awkward, but whatever. There's the little toilets and these fancy sinks, which cost an arm and a leg to buy for some reason. A little powder booth. And then, of course, the cleaning supplies. Oop, trying to slip in there, but yeah, just the bathroom. Nothing fancy. And then downstairs is the brewery. So I have it to where Clark actually brews the beer here and stuff, or has like people obviously that like work for him. But this is where it happens. So these are like the big vats or whatever you call them for the beer, and then this is like supposed to be the little packaging station. I realize it looks a bit goofy that the belt is moving and the bottles obviously aren't, but you know, whatever. So they're getting packaged, ready for shipping. Oops, stop. I hate how they just want to climb all over things. And then his little office desk where he's, you know, doing all the paperwork stuff. Keep him busy running his beer business. But yeah, I think this is kind of cool. I don't know. This big red button just runs the whole operation. And then upstairs is his little studio apartment. So then this is where Clark lives, of course, above his pub. So, I mean, it's small, so I mean, the bathroom and the bedroom and the living room are all like in this one room, but he's got the fancy golden tub and a fancy bed. Lots of red. Red is definitely the theme. Red, yellow, and orange. Of course, he's got his gym stuff. But yeah, this is Clark's apartment. Alright, I will meet you at Bronwyn's house. Alright, here we are as Bronwyn, and she, of course, lives up in the farm. And let's go check out her house. Alright, so for her, her theme is definitely greens and yellows and natural colors. I wanted her to be very naturey and down to earth and kind of not retro, but just kind of farmy. And, you know, she likes to sow and tend to plants and that kind of stuff. So this is her main living room, or not really main living room, but just a mini living room, and her kitchen and dining table. And she just got back from her shopping trip, so her groceries are still out ready to be put away. I love her green and yellow kitchen. I think it's so freaking cute. And I don't know why I'm actually obsessed with this like cowhide rug. I don't know. It's just really cute. If we go this side, it is the bathroom. All right, and this is the bathroom with their tub and her little book for, or I guess it's a journal, technically. She can journal, I guess, while she's in the tub. Little wardrobe, maybe this is where she gets dressed. And then a little sink. I love the yellow flower wallpaper, even though it's quite loud. I think it's really cute. And then if we run all the way around this side, it's her bedroom. Alrighty. Her bedroom. She's got her little writing spot. And I love this like green quilted bed against all of the yellow again, very much yellow. I wasn't exactly too sure how to like fill this space, but I figured that it's probably okay to have some empty, floor space too. I still think it looks full and livable. Also obsessed with the butterfly wallpaper. It makes me think of my mother-in-law. So shout out to her. At the back of her house is a outdoor green room. Or I guess technically it wouldn't be outdoor. It feels outdoor because of the wallpaper. Yeah, this is the little greenhouse. Now, technically there's a wallpaper that is actually a greenhouse wallpaper, but it is very hard to get, so that's why I settled for this like foresty one. I wish I had the actual greenhouse one, because then it would feel like you're just going out back into a greenhouse, but this will do for now. Um, but I actually really like this room. This is one of my favorites in her house. There's the little like hand washing station to act as maybe to fill the watering cans and obviously wash your hands. She's got little beds that she's working on planting. And then these are all the flowers. Maybe this is part of the stock for the little outdoor florist shop. She keeps some plants in here. Little spot with her tea. Yeah, really cute. And then we can go upstairs. Upstairs is the main living space. So up here is her living room, and then her hobby is she's a seamstress on top of, working with plants. But the side is the little living. Okay, she's just like shimmying all over the place, but whatever. So she's got a little typewriter and coffee and little muffins. She's got this organ, I suppose. It plays some music. But then this is her little sewing spot. The basement obviously is the last room to check out, and the basement is actually a little shop where she sells the items that she has created. So this is her little workspace, and of course you can see all the hats on the wall and all the different costumes and dresses that she's making. So then let's head downstairs and check out her shop. All right, last but not least, this is Bronwyn's little store. So this half you can buy the clothing items in. There's stuff hanging on the wall and little headpieces that she's made. And then it's also got the little fitting room in there. You can see a little outfit hanging on the wall and the little detail of the sock on the floor and the mirror. And then this side, she's got like little plushies and pillows that she's made and those little aprons on the wall. I see there's an empty spot there. Gotta get something else to put there. Little handbags that she's made on the wall. And then, of course, the cash register for when you're ready to check out. But yeah, this is her little shop. Well, thank you all for joining me on this extensive tour of my island. I'm super, super proud of it, and I'm excited to tear it all down and start with a, new theme and hopefully get to record that one in the future. Hopefully I've inspired those of you who have this game to, maybe work on some builds and finish your own island, and I guess we'll catch you for the next episode. And remember, this was definitely for the boys.